just to make sure. Just for the insult. So I never could figure out this one.
Whoa! Now that's impressive.
Like, this one always confused me. Come on, give me my treasure. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
So I want this. It's like free shit.
She'll have to give me a better look at this one.
Because it's through there, look, you can see it.
But is that not a reflection?
You'd think so, but there's nothing here. Like, there's nothing in the air. I could never figure it out. It's clear it's here, and it goes up. My thinking it was like the other side of the wall.
Is it not?
Yeah, let's have a look. You can see something over there. We'll have to keep an eye out when we get around to the corner. But you can see it through there, can't you, look? There's something.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that? Ooh.
That's defo got to be it then.
Oh, that's... Yeah, wait a minute.
There we go.
Ooh, I see it. Nailed it. Perfect. So maybe that was it.
Yeah, I think it was.
I have never been able to figure out what was in this chest because I always spent so long thinking it's those things up there, and that's just a weird reflection in the environment.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I did is I kept trying to get around to the other side. Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
We're not going to wear this because this is better in every single way. Also, it's got an empty enchantment socket, and fuck it, more vitality.
Yeah, screw it, why not? For now.
It's free. It's just a free passive buff to our Kratos. So I've never been able to get what's in there, ever. Because I always assume that it is through this glass. Because you can see there.
But I think that's just a stock reflection.
It might be, yeah.
On
I thought
all,
it wasn't.
glass in this area.
I spent a good hour trying to figure that out on our playthroughs.
So I think if people don't know, like, a lot of the time instead of doing real reflections,
they just put
there will just be like an image of this is a reflection in the puddles in the city.
Because actual reflections are almost impossible to do because they take so much effort.
So taxing, yeah.
Because everything
you're essentially double rendering it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Everything you see here, you have to render it twice. It's like, for example, when you see a reflection in a mirror in a video game, that's not just a reflection of you. They have to render your character twice, and everything you do is rendered twice, even outside the area.
And they also then have to figure out the angles that you're looking at it. It's just figure out all of the extra bullshit involved with the angles and stuff.
Usually it's easier just to not put it in.
Yeah, to just put, like, fuck it, make a JPEG that looks like a reflection and put it in. Which is fair enough, that's really smart.
Yeah.
It's good time management.
It's like that, the whole thing in like Spider-Man with Windows. Where not actually a glimpse of it, it's like a weird algorithm that just projects what it thinks would be realistic to see. I love as well, they're all surrounding me, not a single one's tried to swing yet. They've all just watched this happen. Not a single one of these enemies has actually swung once.
I thought this guy is the first guy attacking us.
Yeah, and he didn't do anything, he hit the ground. Oh, thanks Atreus. Keeping stunned.
Yeah. I love it.
It's never not useful. Ah, shit, I missed. What are the odds?
Oh, that summons a new guy in.
Oh, cool. Infinite XP. Basically, that's just free XP forever. Although I don't think you get XP from stuff like that.
It depends on the game.
Ah,
certainly does. Because some games go, no, we know that... Oh!
Is he going to... Oh, he survived because he can fly, so he can fly back over. If I'd have gone to a regular enemy, would that enemy then have basically made that fight undoable?
Yeah, well, maybe you might have just been able to keep throwing your axe.
That's a shout. Oh yeah, he's somewhere another one. Perfect!
Oh, God!
Free XP.
Yeah, some games will be clever and go, people will abuse any enemy that summons things.
Or spawns infinitely.
Yeah. But other games go, no, if you want to abuse it, abuse it.
Yeah, if you want to like just stay in this one area. Oh god, he still can't took that. He's still alive as well. No, he's not.
Oh no!
I had to let my boy do it. So I think you get the XP for the fight as a whole.
Right.
So it's just like the fight as a whole you get the XP for. Not each individual enemy. You got to do
Betray
it.
yourself.
I always do it. Whenever there's an option to like make Atreus just fire his arrows, why would I not? Because I like to think he's just like shooting them around Kratos to test his aim. And Kratos, I don't think would even be annoyed about that.
He wouldn't flinch.
No,
he wouldn't care.
He won't flinch, and if it hit him, he'd just be annoyed.
Yeah.
I don't
pull
think,
it out, have a word with Atreus.
I don't even think it'd penetrate his skin, to be honest.
Maybe not.
I genuinely don't think you could penetrate Kratos' skin with an arrow.
Not just a basic bitch arrow from Atreus.
Because you see the arrows bounce off the Dark Elves.
True.
They just do damage, obviously, because they're magical in nature. Get it, Atreus. And that's why Atreus is awesome. When you get his like power upgraded.
And as well, Atreus never misses.
Nope. Kratos does though, all the time. Damn shit.
Oh!
Didn't miss with that though. The axe did it on its own then. That was awesome. Thanks, axe. Do it. I don't give a fuck.
God, that guy went rough.
You did. He's got Lucas. He's about to get a lot rougher for him. Oh, there we go. Oh! Oh! He just slid. So pathetic. Oh, he climbed back up, only to get hit again.
You know what, mate? You should have just fell.
Yeah, he should have just let himself fall and just say I lost. That was like... I don't know what happened there.
Don't know.
You know what? No, Lucas. Oh, I thought I got it in. I thought I'd got the Kratos' final smash in again. I don't care. I don't care if it hurts me when I do it. Yeah, spring break. That was beautiful. I'm not even
I like how you could have cancelled that, but you chose not to.
Yeah, why not? I don't use like Kratos time much anyway.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I don't use it unless I desperately. If it's full, I'm just wasting it. Because you earn more in combat as it is. And
yeah, you pretty much get one back every time you have combat.
Not to mention as well, like virtually every combat encounter where it's needed, you get it for free.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where if I'm in a group of enemies and I want to just like fuck this one enemy in particular, I'm gonna do it.
Just end it.
Yeah, fuck it. Lucas, are you going to tell me not to do more of those Smash Bros moments? That might be the moment of the playthrough so far.
Yeah.
Just raw dunk him into oblivion. That was like Ganondorf-esque.
Yeah.
Oh, so here's the one that I think takes people a long time. We start trying to figure out which three you want you to get around.
Yeah, because it looks like one puzzle, but it's actually multiple.
It's multiple in a row. And the trick is figuring out which ones. But the trick is, it's all the ones that connect on the same vine. Which you can't... Which you can see if you look up, which is apparently the hardest thing to teach gamers how to do.
What do you mean?
Gamers just never know how to look up. You ever seen that?
No.
The Gabe Newell thing where they're talking about, was it a Half-Life? Where they, there's a puzzle in the game where the thing is look up. They could not for the life of them figure out any playtester how to teach them to look up to find the solution to a puzzle.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Also, fun facts about this: if you spend ages doing it, Atreus goes, "Dad, should we try and get the way around?" Because like, I will figure it out. And he gets really mad about it. He's like, "No, son, I'll figure it out." Loading screen.
Just give me a minute. Yeah. Give me a minute, son.
Well, because I know the trick.
I'm good at punching, not puzzles.
Quiet.
Hey man, he escapes like the maze where Pandora's box is hidden in. I think he's pretty smart.
Oh right. And he does go through Niflheim later in the game,
which is a giant puzzle. But yeah, the trick to that is just look at the vines that they're all connected to. But if you don't look up, you can't tell which. And like that very first one I did gets a lot of people, I feel.
Yeah.
Because it looks like you can get all four in one swing.
She did?
Also, I will say, when it comes to Niflheim, it was so I played the game a little bit after release, and people told me, "Oh man, Niflheim's so bullshit," because it's like, oh god.
I have him. Your knife boy.
I love that must be so fucking terrifying. Because like you are being
sneak attack, and he just goes no.
Yeah, he grabs you by the throat. You're screaming for your life, and you just see a small boy slowly draw a knife and shove it into your skull.
Oh god.
While the person who's holding is like, "Quick, son." He's not even bothered by the tat. He's more bothered about like, his son getting his knife out.
Yeah.
So what is it people told you about Niflheim then?
Well, people told me, oh man, Niflheim is procedurally generated, and there's like infinite number of possibilities that it can be.
There's not. There's like 3.
But that's the thing, is it's built on patterns. So as soon as you notice the patterns, it's actually really easy.
Yeah, and you know exactly how to go in.
Yeah.
Ah!
But people told me, man, Niflheim's bullshit. It's almost like impossible to figure out. And then you immediately just go in a few times and go, oh, they're all the same patterns.
Just go left.
Yeah.
Just always go left in any maze. Here's a trick. It's a pro tip for anyone there. If you turn left in a maze, and you only ever turn left, eventually you'll get out. So there's like a mathematical equation that could show it. But yeah, trust me, just turn left. You're also not allowed to throw the axe for this bit. Because they know exactly what you do if you can throw the axe.
Yeah, because look at that.
Yeah, it's so tempting.
There's so many of them.
There is. But Lucas, do this.
The thing is, there's so many of them, but you know that Kratos could just like one-on them.
The thing that gets me though is, you never do that again. That seems like a really useful attack. Like, you never get like a frost version of that Executioner's Cleave. Like, do you know where you put it in them and like freeze them? Or do an Executioner's Cleave with permafrost to instantly freeze an enemy. So I appreciate that all these are level 1 because this is where they're born. They're all level 1,
right,
they've just been born.
Oh, just look at that.
I had to do it.
Just shredding them.
Keep shooting, boy. I will clear our path.
Fuck yeah, Atreus. Oh, do you know what I want to try? Come on, swing. I want to try and like do the deflect to see if it kills them. Oh no, they're just doing this like. There we go. Oh my god.
Between your volleys.
Just shattered like 4 of them.
I love that. What happens to accuracy over speed? It's son, you're gonna hit one regardless. Just fucking swing.
A narrow path negates superior numbers. Stay focused.
So useful. It also as well shows how strong Kratos really is when he's pissed. It's like the same thing with like Spartan Rage. Like realistically, he can do it all the time. He just hates doing it.
Yeah, he just doesn't get angry enough.
Yeah, he doesn't like being angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. Oh, this swing's my favourite.
Oh.
Father. How fucking cool
Oh,
is
look
that?
at it! Yeah!
Jab reflexes.
Oh, shit, son.
Do you know what would have been a cool moment there, though? If he'd got the shield and deflected a big bit of rock. And parried it. Like, Lucas, do you remember when we played Breath of the Wild and Daruk parried the earth?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Just jumped off a mountain and Daruk's protection's like, oh!
It's like every now and again, I just remember that time that Daruk parried a mountain. I think, fucking hell, how did he lose?
Wait, it's singing. I hear her. I told you I heard her. Do you think she's in there? Ah!
Oh.
Ah! Oh, that really hurt. I felt like my hand was on fire.
Kratos is like, well, this looks like a job for me.
Yeah. And when Atreus does it and it hurts, what I've assumed is that it hurts Kratos too, but he can just take it.
Oh yeah, I assume so.
Like, it burns him just as much,
Yeah.
but because he's fucking rock hard, it's like,
Use
take
it
it.
as a last resort.
So this is the DLC I want.
You're giving me your
If they would have had any DLC, it would have been a combat
moment.
trial as Atreus. Because look how the axe is the size of him. I want to see him using that.
Oh god, this moment.
It's so
Look,
fucking...
it does sting him.
Yeah.
He doesn't even like flinch though. Like,
Yeah. He just steals himself and is like, fuck it.
oh!
And then it overpowers him. Oh. So, this part for me in the game
What is this?
is when I just got to point, Kratos is a different character.
Faye?
The
Yeah.
fact that he even has this moment of contemplation and reflection on what he's done,
Yeah.
he's a completely different character. He's ridiculous.
He
He's barely the same
left
Kratos
me here
anymore.
alone.
And I'm
Atreus?
presuming you mean from like the
God of War.
first trilogy.
Yeah, God of War 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Although I do wish that he didn't have like the dumb stuff he could do, like his jog, because he's still got his combat jog.
Yeah, he's got his
I know
dad jog
it's-
on.
He always leaves. He's never here.
Oh god.
He doesn't want me and he never will.
So you know what? Let's just swag walk it.
The Last of Us 10.
It takes too long. It takes too long, Lucas. We need to...
Did I ever tell you I played the entirety of Last of Us 1 only like walking?
Except when you're in combat. Because
Except for when I'm in combat.
Because the game looks so fucking good.
Because I was just like, Joel wouldn't be running right now.
He's old. He's like 45, man. He ain't got time for that shit.
And it's like post-apocalyptic. We're like surviving.
Doesn't know me.
Oh god.
Doesn't seem to want to.
Like hint,
I'm
hint,
strong. I'm
hint to what's to
smart.
come.
I'm not what he thinks I am. I know better.
Oh. And I will say it's Sonny Sujic, isn't it?
Doesn't teach me. It
What?
The voice of Sonny Sujic, the voice of Atreus.
him.
Oh, I can't. I think his name's Sonny. Yeah, I can't
Sonny
remember.
Sujic. I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologise. But he fucking nailed it for this scene.
He surprisingly nailed it for the game.
And normally kid actors are terrible, but
That's why I said surprisingly, because there's very few and far between where an actual child actor performs well. And obviously it's because they're a kid, they're not as experienced, you know.
But like, he does put a lot of emotion in this, and you can hear like he's really sad. He just wants to talk to his dad.
He's one of the few kids in games that I was like
You know I love
very
him.
surprised that I didn't just hate him
I
the
just wish he
entire
was
time.
dead.
That's one of the things they spent a lot of
I know
time
he can.
trying to figure out, like how do you make people like Atreus? And they figured out the easiest way is to make him useful in combat.
I'll try.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They realised that if he's not useful in combat, you'll grow to resent him. So I think of like Ashley in Resident Evil 4,
Exactly.
where you just like, she pisses you off, she can't do anything. Or Sheva, who's supposed to be helpful and fucks you up more than she helps.
Just uses all your fucking ammo.
So he wanted Atreus to be useful, because if he's useful in like combat, you'll start to like, that will carry over to like how you feel about him in the game. Because no matter how good we make, I think the thing is, no matter how good we make the story, if he's annoying in combat, you won't like him.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't realise how much foreshadowing was in this section.
There's so much. Like playing this game through a second time is awesome.
Yeah, it really is.
No! No!
Also as well,
What have you done?
is this the
Why did you
strongest
do that?
single shot in the entire game?
You are trapped in there.
gotta be
I
up there.
waited and I waited
It
for
might
you
be
to
my
come out.
favourite shot in the entire
So I
game.
pulled you out.
Boy,
And he's like,
I was gone only...
it's just how long of crazy.
No! You've been gone a long time.
So harsh.
I didn't know what to do. You left me here again. Why don't you care?
That's impossible.
One of the strongest, just that slow pan, and it's just, oh yeah, Atreus did all of this.
And just actually look around when you get the camera control.
Yo, yeah,
back.
because it's like this, that look on Kratos' face as well.
Yes.
Is that moment? Wait, I was gone only a few.
There's our
Oh
exit.
shit!
But there's
And
no
it's
way
just-
to make a bridge. We're trapped.
Dozens,
Like
upon dozens, like,
piles of bodies.
and then your axe, which is like, you know, he's clearly been using
Yeah.
the entire time he's been fighting. It's like, holy fucking shit, what did he do? And then you have then the moment where Kratos says Faye, and he reaches out and he gets mad that he's been dragged away, because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, happiness, the only thing that's made me happy in literally centuries is here, and it's been snatched
Right.
away from me.
Your bow. Hold it out.
Then just how quickly as well he gets over that, because, you know, he wants to be with his son. That effect looks terrible. Don't look at it.
It does look terrible.
He don't look great. And then they show us it again.
Yeah.
So for fuck's sake.
I hate these little pop-ups in the game. It takes me out so much.
They're so bad. Like, could they not be contextual?
Yeah.
On my mark.
Although we do now have the most useful upgrade.
Yeah.
Because, yeah,
It worked.
these
We
stun
can now
enemies
make our way
These
back.
are stun arrows.
combined with, like, Kratos's just boom, like, no enemy stands a chance. Speaking of which, we've now got 3,000 upgrade points. So I think
Oh
we
my
can
God.
get...
I like the
bullshit.
idea that Atreus got most of those.
He did Eon of Horrors, so shield combat.
Like, he just got that while we were busy.
So I want these attacks, because I want to be... Now we've got the
Oh,
stun
Carl,
arrows.
you've got the reflect.
Ooh, I could. Should I get that just so we're like absolutely unstoppable? But you can't. The thing is, though, you can't reflect the.
Well, that's what I was
Light
thinking. I was
arrows.
like, maybe it's not that useful right now. Because we don't encounter many projectiles in Alfheim.
No, so do you know what? Let's just get a couple of bog standard these upgrades, because combined with the stun arrows,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
because this is the one we want.
Yes.
and then we want that one afterwards, which we can't afford
We do.
yet. But Guardian's Slam and Guardian's Justice, oh sorry, Guardian's Judgment and Guardian, they're fucking amazing. Because you get that, which takes them off their feet, which combine with Atreus, so you take them off their
and then
feet.
you just stun arrow them while they're down,
and it's just
and then rip them in half, and it's oh god.
Let's do this shit.
Light crystal ahead.
I used the stun arrows basically the entire game.
Yeah, electric arrows. Spoilers aren't great. They do
No.
a bit. They do more damage, but do you really need to do more damage when Kratos is fucking here?
Yeah, because that's the thing is Kratos can just rip people apart when you stun them.
So stun is almost always more useful in virtually every situation.
Yeah, you always want to stun people.
Perfect.
And this is the section of Smallwood where it's a bit slow.
Because there's not a lot of
annoying.
combat to break it up. And I
And
feel
like-
like that's thematic. Because it's like, yeah, you want the moment of you want quiet for this bit.
Yeah.
Because Kratos and Atreus don't really talk. Ooh.
No, they don't.
Ooh. You know
Oh,
what,
there
put
we
it
go.
on.
There's another one of them.
Which is useful as well, because I think in addition to doing all that shit,
Put it
for
on there where
Kratos,
we've got the 2 vitality.
they also give you an increase to just like random stats.
Yeah, so 4 runic. Oh, that's helpful.
It's still telling me I can get more skills. I think I must have unlocked more skills. Oh yeah, because I can now power up the these arrows, which I'm going to do at the moment
yeah,
I can.
of course you can.
Because yeah, 250 XP more stun.
Yeah,
The fuck would I not want that?
fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
Oh, we never even put a sharpshooter garb on.
We forgot, Lucas. Someone's screaming in the comments right now about it. So you never
So
equipped it.
I've been shouting at the screen for half an hour.
Oh man.
I told you this half an hour ago. It's like,
It's
well,
almost like though we can't see, and we.
it's
humans-
almost like that comment's been made like a month later.
Yeah, 'cause we record these really far in advance. But Lucas, don't you think that's unfair? Isn't it unfair that we record these in advance? Because it means we get to see the videos before other people do.
We get to watch these over and over again in a playlist without anyone else being able to see them.
God, like Lucas, like fucking explain that now while I go do his dumb puzzle stuff.
So I believe it was today you got tweeted at.